Welcome back. Lemongrass isn't just a culinary herb. Oil distilled from the plant is also a popular ingredient in soap and spa products, while its distinctive smell is also used in aromatherapy for therapeutic reasons. With a fragrance that's citrusy yet sweet, let's nose out all the facts as we see how it's made. Lemongrass originates in Southeast Asia, and so it's only natural that it's here, in countries like Thailand, that the plant is widely grown, harvested and processed into an essential oil. After harvesting lemongrass, the most fragrant specimens are selected and dried. These plants, stalks and all, are transferred to a distillation facility. The lemongrass aroma will now be concentrated into a potent essential oil. To start the process, chlorine-free deionized water is poured into a still. When the still is 1/4 full, the lemongrass is added. Bundles are layered in a crisscross pattern to create gaps for steam to pass through. The still is now filled to the brim. It'll take 30 kilograms of lemongrass to make 1 litre of highly fragrant essential oil. The lid is tightly screwed down to prevent the loss of steam during distillation. Once activated, the still heats the water to boiling point. Steam rises through the lemongrass and picks up the oils. The oil vapour is then carried up through a pipe to a condenser, where the vapours cool and return to liquid form. The liquid oil and water drip out into a flask. As oil and water don't mix, the oil floats to the top and the water is drained off and recycled back into the distiller. The lemongrass oil is collected in a bottle, a drop at a time. The lemongrass oil now undergoes a second distillation process using more sensitive equipment known as a rotary vacuum evaporator. The oil flows into a flask, spinning in a hot bath of vegetable oil. The evaporator pumps out air to create a vacuum in the flask, which lowers the boiling point. This prevents damage to the delicate molecules that give the lemongrass its distinctive scent. The oil vapours rise to a condenser coil, where they reliquefy, leaving any residual water and impurities behind. The pure lemongrass oil drips into a receiver flask. As distilled lemongrass oil is collected, more flows into the evaporator beaker for purification. This continuous distillation produces 2 to 3 litres of fragrant oil per hour. The lemongrass oil is stored in a cold room with other essential oils. Like a fine wine, it must be kept cool, or